Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for February 8th. February 8th is the 39th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 326 days remaining to the end of the year, 327 in leap years. Today's word is timorous. Timorous is an adjective that means of a timid disposition, or expressing or suggesting timidity. Kind of sounds like a word describing itself again, doesn't it? Well, maybe we can substitute the word fearful for timid. Timorous comes to us from Latin. First known use of the word timorous is in the 1400s. Timorous. And with that, this is the birthday of Daniel Bernoulli, born February 8, 1700. He was a Swiss mathematician and physicist and was one of many prominent mathematicians from the Bernoulli family. Daniel Bernoulli is particularly remembered for applications of mathematics to mechanics, especially fluid mechanics, and his pioneering work in probability and statistics. The Bernoulli principle, which has to do with conservation of energy, is named after him. Daniel Bernoulli lived to the age of 82. This is the birthday of William Tecumseh Sherman, born February 8, 1820. He served as a general in the Union Army during the war between the states and is known for his effective military strategies and the scorched earth policies that he implemented during that war. General Sherman lived to the age of 71. This is the birthday of Jules Verne, born February 8, 1828. He's known for the books Journey to the Center of the Earth, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Around the World in 80 Days, and wrote other things besides, but those are perhaps the things he's most remembered for. Jules Verne lived to the age of 77. Interesting to note that Delaware refused to ratify the 13th Amendment on February 8, 1865. No matter, though, slavery was still outlawed in the United States, including Delaware, when the 13th Amendment was ratified by the required number of states later in the year. And interestingly, Delaware did finally ratify the 13th Amendment in 1901, upon the 92nd anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. A man named Sanford Fleming first proposed the adoption of a universal standard time at a meeting of the Royal Canadian Institute on February 8, 1879. On February 8, 1922, President Warren G. Harding introduced the first radio set in the White House. The secret police of East Germany, known as Stasi, were established on February 8, 1950. On February 8, 1960, Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom issued what's called an Order in Council, stating that she and her family would be known as the House of Windsor and that her descendants would take the name of Mountbatten Windsor. Happy birthday, NASDAQ! The NASDAQ stock market index opened for the first time on February 8, 1971. NASDAQ, by the way, is an acronym. NASDAQ is an acronym for the National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotations. NASDAQ's a lot faster to say. It began operations as the world's first electronic stock market, although it was merely a quotation system and did not give any way to perform electronic trades in the beginning. In 1981, NASDAQ traded over a third of U.S. securities market shares, and by 1991, this number had grown to 46%. In 1998, NASDAQ was the first stock market in the United States to trade online. Their slogan was the stock market for the next 100 years. There's plenty more to tell about NASDAQ, but I don't want you to glaze over. It all started for NASDAQ, though, on February 8, 1971. Today's song is I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred, number 1, February 8, 1992. Right Said Fred are a group whose mainstays are brothers Fred and Richard Fairbrass. They were running a gym and observed a good bit of narcissism and posing And one day, just to be funny, Fred took his shirt off in front of a mirror and started singing, "I'm too sexy for my shirt." The initial cut wasn't that impressive, but listeners caught the line, "I'm a model, you know what I mean," and asked the band to redo the song as a dance track, which they did. "I'm Too Sexy" has been described as a humorous yet misunderstood swipe at self-centered male bodybuilders and models, and a campy send-up of the fashion world. And it turns out "I'm Too Sexy" isn't the only expression of quirky humor by these guys. While one of the fellas' name is Fred, they took the band name from a 1960s novelty song called "Right Said Fred." "I'm Too Sexy" by Right Said Fred begins its first of 3 weeks in the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 on February 8th, 1992. Links in the description. And do check out the links today because I have "I'm Too Sexy" and "Right Said Fred" in there for you. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Do not disturb.
Okay, I turned Do Not Disturb on.
Good job. January 2nd, the 16th. It's all written in Roman numerals, so I had to translate it. Hopefully I got that pronunciation close. Yeah, Annie's ready to go. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work.